to Fushimi!
And you're watching the Fantastic Four!
So where are we?
We are at Lawson's.
Lawson's 100.
Lawson's 100 in Fushimi.
Which means 100 yen, which most everything in here is $1. But this is where we've done our shopping while we stayed in Kyoto. And it's basically a convenience store. We went to a super large supermarket and pretty much this has everything we needed. Don't you think? Yeah. So even the large supermarket, it was hard to really, I don't know, it's just hard to navigate through there.
Yeah.
This has been much easier and it pretty much has the essentials that we need to cook a breakfast or a lunch or something like that. And so this has been our one-stop shop. And they don't have Coolish though, which
That's pretty sad.
That's pretty sad. So we have to go down to the 7-Eleven for that. But anyway, so I'll give you some shots of Lawson.
This is the street where we're staying in Fushimi. It's a pretty quiet street. There's lots of cats around.
Yeah, it's been a great place to stay. Like you said, you really are living in a neighborhood here and people go about their daily lives, and it's been what we have wanted, which is just to live among the locals, get to know some people, and evidently get to know their cats. So anyway, we're coming up on our house and this is it right here.
Hello! Come right on in. This is Makito's house. And we are so glad that we get to stay here. Okay, so this is the foyer. And everyone, as we're learning again in Japan, you come in, you take your shoes off, you put slippers on, and this is a really tiny little foyer in the house to do that. So then we come in, step up, come in through these doors into the kitchen area. These doors keep air in. So this is the kitchen where we've been kind of doing life this last week. As you can see, it's a very small kind of galley kitchen. We have a cooktop here that is kind of high tech, and we're super glad that Makito left very easy instructions on how to use it. We have a toaster oven and a microwave that we've been using. And then this is actually a Renai that sort of spot heats the hot water for us. So this is just interesting. This is all cold water here, but this is hot water. So when I turn it on, I immediately have hot water right here so that we can do the dishes and things here, which is kind of a nice feature. So you never run out of hot water in your kitchen sink. He also has a couple of different coffee makers. We're not huge coffee drinkers, so but I'm sure that people would love to have that feature. And most of the places where we've been have these really tiny refrigerators, but they work. So there's a freezer on top here and a refrigerator on the bottom here. And you can see this whole kitchen area is pretty small, which I think is pretty typical of the Japanese culture. But I think Makito did a really good job of, like, he's got these two sort of, I don't know if you call them desk areas, but there's lots of storage under here. So like the kitchen utensils, we've got chopsticks and forks and knives and things that we've been using. And sort of this is all just really well stocked in here. And we've been eating out here on these small little tables. So it's just enough for the four of us, which has been really nice. So then if you'll follow me into, this is sort of the living space. So we have another sliding door here. And so this whole, it's been nice to have sort of a separate living space because in our last place we did not have that. So the girls are sitting here playing cards, which we kind of like to hang out at night, play cards, do some things on our computers, whatever. But it's been nice to have this little table, which I looked up these tables. This actual table is called a chabudai, but it's a kotatsu when underneath the table has a heating element, and this table actually lifts up here, and you can put this heating element under the table and put a blanket where it sort of lifts up and then you put your legs under there and it warms you underneath. Because a lot of times, I think, as I understand it, a lot of times Japanese homes don't really have, they're not really well heated in the wintertime. So that's something that you can do to keep yourself sort of warm as a family. So this is basically sort of the living space. Again, Makito has a nice air conditioning unit, which we're really thankful for. I don't think everyone does because I see a lot of windows open with screens as we walk through the neighborhood, but we're really thankful to have that because it's been really pretty hot here. Also, if you'll notice, the flooring is, I think it's like a bamboo mat. It's definitely a mat for sure, but it's really comfortable actually. And yeah, we've enjoyed the flooring actually. So then if you'll see, there's another sliding door here. So when we open this door, this kind of takes us into a washroom that we have been using. And so you can see there's a sink here. We've been using this to brush our teeth and things in the evening. And then this whole area is just a little hallway that takes us into sort of the shower area. And what's interesting about the shower area is, we think, is the tub. So if you look in here, I'm gonna take my socks off so I can step in here for you. I want you to see how deep this tub is. So it's super deep and it's really kind of small. So we kind of laughed about this at first, but again, Makito has a Ranai sort of spot water heater. So in fact, I'm going to start this bath right now because I'm going to have a bath a little later. So we plug the bath. I'm going to turn on the hot water heater. And it's always so kind. I don't know what they're saying, but they just make me happy. And this is an automatic fill. So in a second, it's just going to start filling this bathtub with super hot water. There it comes. Takes about 20 minutes. It fills up, and it is so hot. It is like sitting in a hot tub, and we love it. It is amazing. So this is the bathroom area, and Makito has like shampoo and conditioner and body soap and everything kind of all there with us, for us. So it's been really good. Okay, so another interesting feature. I'm gonna shut this door so it's not so loud. Hang on. Okay, so another interesting feature and something that we've been grateful for is having a washing machine. But the washing machine is outside. So I'm gonna slide this door open. This is sort of a back patio almost, kind of. But the washer is out here. You can see it's a really tiny little washer. I'm gonna just sit on the floor here so you can see. This is the washer. And again, most washing machines are just that. They're washing machines. There's no dryer. We have popped our wash in there this week. And then, so because there are no dryers, we've taken all of our clothes and we've used the clothespins out here. And then they left us a little hanging rack in the living area, and we were able to hang our clothes out there. And so we just kind of would hang them all around the house to let them dry. So it works, and it's actually kind of cathartic just hanging your clothes up and letting them dry. So that is the washing area. Okay, so we're gonna go back through the house and take you up to where we've been sleeping. Okay, so follow me back through this way. So we're back to the front door now, and we're gonna go in first the toilet area, which one thing that's interesting is the Japanese have special bathroom slippers. So for whatever reason, you're not really supposed to wear your regular slippers in the bathroom. You're supposed to kick off your regular slippers and you're supposed to wear your bathroom house shoes. So this is a Western style toilet, and we're grateful for that because we don't really exactly know how to use the Japanese squat toilets yet. But what's super amazing about this is another aspect of Japanese efficiency is if you check this out, when I flush it, the water that fills up the tank behind the toilet is also water that I can use to wash my hands. So I'm just going to demonstrate that for you. See? You can see it's filling up the tank, but you can also use it to wash your hands. We think that's pretty interesting. Okay, so if we step out of the toilet here, leaving my bathroom slippers behind, we are about to enter the tallest staircase in the universe. It's kind of like climbing a ladder, but not. So follow me up to where our sleeping quarters are. Okay, so when you get to the top of the stairs, there are two doors. One just kind of pushes open and the other slides open. And there are two rooms here that are connected by yet another sliding door. So I'm going to slide that open. So first you can see our room, which is more like kind of a conventional bed that we would sleep on in the United States. It's really comfortable actually. And it's a nice cozy room. Again, we're thankful that Mikito has an air conditioning unit because it's been super hot here, so it's been really nice to have that feature. If you look on the wall here, there's a piece of calligraphy art, and I'll talk about that in just a second, but I just want you to get a good look at that. And then, like I said, there's a sliding door here that connects our room with the girls' room. So this is a room here that they have a futon that they've been sleeping on, which is nice. There is some storage. We haven't really been using that storage, but it's been really cool to stay in a home like this because this is, as we understand it, sort of the way that many of the Japanese live in today's culture. So I'm sure that in a Japanese house, they would obviously be using a lot of the storage units, but we aren't. So as you come into this room, you'll see there's another piece of calligraphy here. As we understand it, Mikito's wife is a calligraphy artist, and she's pretty well renowned. We obviously don't read Japanese lettering, so I'm kind of sad about that because I would love to know what it says. But anyway, I just think it's kind of neat that Mikito's wife actually put together the artwork that's sort of that we see around the house. I just think that's really cool. Okay, so another thing you'll see is these windows kind of open here, and you can go out on the, I guess, veranda, if you will. And I'm just going to kind of crawl through the window, and Mitchell maybe can follow me here. So you'll see here there are some bars. And this is also another place that you could use to hang your laundry out. And I don't know if you want to look over here, Mitchell, to see, like this is the sort of alleyway or street that our house is on. And I was hoping maybe someone else would have their laundry hanging out, but apparently today was not laundry day for anyone. But yesterday, everyone had their laundry out. It would have been kind of fun for you to see. But anyway, so this is what I think people use their verandas for mostly, is hanging their laundry out. But again, if you are really familiar with Japanese culture and you use your verandas for something else, please let me know. Okay, so we're gonna go back into this room here. And I'm gonna shut the windows behind me so I don't forget. All right, and I think that you have seen the entire home of Mikito, and I'm so glad you joined us on this tour. Oh, hey, one other thing. If you like this video, could you give us a thumbs up down below? And if you like our videos in general and you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing, because that would be awesome. Thanks, see you later.